So how to prepare the buffer solutions? Already I told how to prepare the buffer solution. Nothing but if you want to prepare the acidic buffer, you have to use the weak acid and their salt. And if you want to prepare the basic buffer, you have to use the weak base and their salt. So how to prepare the buffer solution? Just what is the first step? You have to prepare, you have to choose any weak acid which having a equal pH. Nothing but the, if you want to prepare the acidic buffer, then you have to choose the weak acid. Nothing but the pH range, what is the range? Less than 7. That you have to choose the weak acid if you want to prepare the acidic buffer. Nothing but the select a weak acid having the pK value equal to the pH at which the buffer is to be used. If you want to use the acidic buffer, you have to use the range less than 7. If you want to use the buffer basic, you have to choose the range more than 7. So you have to choose either weak acid as well as the weak base according to the nature of the compound. Then from the buffer equation, calculate the ratio of the salt and weak acid required to obtain the desired pH. So you have to calculate the ratio for taking the approximate quantity. You have to calculate the ratio of the salt and the weak. Nothing but the weak acid. For example, if you are taking the weak acid, example is the acetic acid and the salt is the ammonium acetate you are taking, then you have to calculate the ratio of the salt as well as the weak acid. And the buffer equation is satisfactory for the approximate calculation within the pH range of the 4 to 10. What they told, you can prepare the buffer solution from the range pH 4 to 10. Actually, what I told, you can prepare the buffer solution from the 1 to 14. But actually, what they told, you have for the standard. As per the standard, how much you prepare? Nothing but the from pH 4 to from pH 10, you can prepare the any buffer solution. For example, if you want to prepare the pH 4 buffer solution, then you can use the acidic buffer. If you want to prepare the buffer solution 8, then you have to use the basic, nothing but the weak base as well as the salt. They give the here range from pH range from 4 to 10. You can prepare the any buffer solution. Then consider the individual concentrations of the buffer salt and the acid needed to obtain the suitable buffer capacity. What is mean by the buffer capacity? Nothing but the, if you added the small quantity of the acid or base, automatically they can change their pH in buffer capacity. So consider the individual concentration of the buffer salt. Now you have to check the individual concentration of the weak base, either weak acid or either salt. Nothing but the, if you are using the acid, you have to check the H plus ion concentration. Nothing but the how many hydrogen ions are present. If you are preparing the weak base, then you have to check the concentration, how many OH minus ions are present. So that you have to check the individual concentration of the salt, acid or the base. Then a concentration of the 0.05 to 0.5 molar is usually sufficient, and the buffer capacity is the 0.01 to 0.1. It is generally adequate. आता हे तुम्हाला कॅल्क्युलेशन एवढं डीप मध्ये नाहीये, फक्त तुम्हाला सांगते की 0.05 to 0.5 मोलार हे सोल्युशन्स काय असतात, सफिशियंट असतात फॉर द कॅल्क्युलेशन ऑफ द बफर सोल्युशन. सो हाऊ टू कॅल्क्युलेट बफर कॅपॅसिटी, हाऊ टू that it is very deep, so there is a no need. Just to keep in mind what is that the concentration should be used from the 0.05 to 0.5 molar for the calculation of the buffer capacity. Then other factors also responsible whenever you are preparing the buffer solution or whenever you are choosing the any another pharmaceutical buffer. In that availability of the chemicals, जर तुम्ही एखादं बफर फॉर एक्झाम्पल तुम्ही जर ऍसिडिक बफर बनवायचं असेल तर तुम्हाला ते बघावं पण लागेल की बाबा वीक ऍसिड अवेलेबल आहे का नाही. अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ द केमिकल, स्टरिलिटी ऑफ द फायनल सोल्युशन, जे तुम्ही बनवलेलं आहे बफर सोल्युशन ते खरंच स्टराईल आहे का नाही, का त्याच्यामध्ये अदर इन्ग्रेडियंट्स किंवा इम्प्युरिटी अवेलेबल आहे. So everything you have to check. Nothing but the availability of the chemical. If the availability of the chemical means if you are preparing the acidic buffer, then there is a need of the weak acid as well as the salt. If you are preparing the basic buffer, there is a need of the weak base as well as the salt. First you check whether that the acid and base are, whether that acid, base and salts are available or not. If it is available, then you can prepare the buffer solution, either acidic or the either basic. Then final solution also. So whatever you prepare the final buffer solution, you have to check whether your compound, whether your buffer solution is the sterile or not. If sterile is not there, what is mean by the sterility? That should be completely free from the microorganisms as well as the foreign particle. So that you have to check. If it is not sterile, nothing but they are unstable, they are not getting the stable. For that purpose, you have to check the sterility of the final solution. Then you have to check the stability of the drug and the buffer. जर तुम्ही एखादा बफर सोल्युशन साठी ऍसिड आणि बेस, जर ऍसिड बेस एज वेल एज द सॅल्ट जर तुम्ही चूज करत असाल तर पहिल्यांदा तुम्हाला बघायचंय की बाबा जो तुम्ही ज्याच्यासोबत तुम्ही रिएक्शन करणार आहेत ती रिएक्शन ह्या बफर सोल्युशन सोबत स्टेबल आहे का नाही, तो ड्रग ह्या बफर सोबत स्टेबल आहे का नाही. ऑलरेडी मी सांगितलं की बफर सोल्युशन कशासाठी वापरतात तर फॉर द कंप्लीशन ऑफ द रिएक्शन or for the formation of the any ophthalmic solutions or the any product, that for that purpose the various buffer solutions are used. So whenever you are choosing the buffer, first you have to check whatever you are preparing the buffer solution, that buffer solution is compatible with that reaction, nothing but the which ingredients are responsible that drug. You have to check the stability of the drug, and then the cost of the materials and the free from the toxicity. Whatever you are choosing the material for preparation of the buffer, that should be free from the toxicity and it should be easily available, nothing but it should having a low cost. For example, also they give that the borate buffer, it is not commonly used for the parenteral. Why? Because it is a toxic, it produces the toxic effects and they cannot be stable. For that purpose they cannot be administered, nothing but they cannot be given by the orally as well as the parenterally. It is easily available but it is not stable. It cannot be stable and it having a toxic effect. That if that buffer solution having a toxic effect, there is a no use because it cannot be get stable. So it cannot be administered orally as well as the parenterally. So everything you have to check when you are preparing the any type of the buffer solutions. And finally, if you prepare the final buffer solution, then you have to check the pH by using the pH meter. तुम्ही फॉर एक्झाम्पल तुम्ही घेतले की बाबा आता फॉस्फेट बफर आम्हाला 7 pH चं फॉस्फेट बफर बनवायचंय. तुम्ही सगळं बनवलात, तुम्ही सोल्युशन्स पण बनवलात, फॉस्फेट बफर सोल्युशन पण बनवलंय. आता तुम्ही 7 pH चं बनवलंय पण ते 7 pH आहे का दुसरं काही, म्हणजे 3 pH झालाय, 6.5 pH झालाय का 8 pH झालाय, तुम्हाला पाहिजे 7 pH. मग you have to check whatever you prepared, that either 7 pH or any another pH value. You have to check the pH value whenever you prepare the final solution by using which? By using the reliable pH meter. Nothing but you have to check the pH of the all buffer solutions by using the pH meter. So, and last, this is the all. Finally, once you determine the pH of the given buffer solution, if you got the correct value, nothing but that is whatever you prepared the buffer solution is the, you prepared the correct buffer solution. See, this is the all about the preparation of the pH. So, preparation of the buffer solution. जर तुमच्याकडे, for example, in extreme cases, if in your lab pH meter is not there, then you have to check the pH by using the pH paper. All of you know how to check the pH of the given solution by using the pH paper. In first line, जेव्हा तो pH पेपर असतो त्याच्या वरतीच असतं बघा लेबल मध्ये कसा कलर असतो 1 ते 3 pH चा, 4 pH चा, 5 चा, 6 चा, 7 चा, 7 चा कसा असतो ग्रीन न्यूट्रल असतो. So if pH meter is not available, that cases you have to check the pH of your given buffer solution by using the pH paper. This is the preparation procedure of the buffer solution. Now the next is the, what is the isotonic solution? The next concept is the isotonic solution. What is mean by the isotonic? Iso, that tonic solution. Iso means same. So what is mean by the isotonic solution? When the two solutions having the same osmotic pressure and the having the same salt concentration, that is nothing but the isotonic solution. Iso means same and the tonic is nothing but the concentration. So what is mean by the isotonic solution? Those are the compound having a, or those are the solutions having the same osmotic pressure and the same salt concentration, that is called as a isotonic solution. इथे मी तुम्हाला फिगर मध्ये ऑलरेडी दाखवले बघा. What is mean by the isotonic solution? See, this is your the complete solution. Isotonic solution आहे जे गोल आहे ते काय आहे? ते आहे तुमची सेल. सो तुमच्या सेल मधलं आणि सेलच्या बाहेरचं जे कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन आहे ते काय आहे? सेम आहे. तर तुमच्या सेल मध्ये जर 10% साल्ट असेल तर बाहेरच्या ह्याच्यामध्ये पण किती आहे? 10% साल्ट आहे. जर तुमच्या ह्याच्यामध्ये 50% वॉटर आहे सेल मध्ये तर याच्यामध्ये पण किती आहे? 50%. द सोल्युशन्स व्हिच हॅविंग द सेम कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन ऑफ द साल्ट एज वेल एज द सेम कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन ऑफ द water, nothing but the isotonic solution. What is mean by the osmotic pressure? What is the osmotic pressure? What is mean by the osmosis? All of you know, it's already finished into the pharmaceutics. What is mean by the osmosis? काय असतं osmosis म्हणजे? काय असतं osmosis? So osmosis is the movement of the solvent. म्हणजेच काय असतं osmosis म्हणजेच काय? Solvent. Solvent म्हणजेच काय? तुमचं either water, either ethanol, either chloroform, any liquid solvent. So osmosis is the movement of the solvent which present into the semi-permeable membrane. What is mean by the semi-permeable membrane? Osmosis is the movement
Selective.
What is mean by the semi-permeable membrane?
Selective particles can enter it.
Okay, so osmosis म्हणजेच काय? There is a movement of the solvent. Solvent म्हणजेच काय? लिक्विड. तुमचं सॉल्व्हंट या कंपार्टमेंट मधून दुसऱ्या कंपार्टमेंट मध्ये, नथिंग बट द movement of the solvent across the semi-permeable which transfer but in a semi-permeable membranes towards the higher concentration of the solute. म्हणजेच काय? जास्त कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन कडून कमी कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन मध्ये त्याचं जे फ्लो होतं, नथिंग बट द मूवमेंट ऑफ द सॉल्व्हंट फ्रॉम द हायेस्ट कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन टुवर्ड्स द लोअर. म्हणजेच काय? हायर कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन. सोल्यूट म्हणजेच काय? तुमचा कंपाऊंड. ज्या कंपाऊंडचा हायर कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन आहे पहिल्यांदा तिकडं मूवमेंट होते आणि जसं जसं कमी होत जाईल तसं तसं त्यांच्या त्या तुमच्या सॉल्व्हंटची मूवमेंट होत राहते. फक्त एकच लक्षात ठेवा, व्हॉट इज मीन बाय द ऑस्मोसिस? नथिंग बट द मूवमेंट ऑफ द सॉल्व्हंट अक्रॉस द सेमी परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन, that is called as a osmosis. So what is mean by the osmotic pressure? Nothing but the pressure. आता काय? what is mean by the osmotic pressure? Nothing but the pressure applied to the fluid. म्हणजेच काय? जिथे तुमचं सॉल्व्हंट चाललंय त्या सॉल्व्हंटला काय करतात? प्रेशर अप्लाय करतात. फॉर व्हॉट पर्पज? टू क्रॉस थ्रू दी सेमी परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन. सेमी परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन काय असतं तर इट इज अ पॉलिमरिक मेम्ब्रेन which can allow the certain molecules or the ions, they can pass from the one compartment to the another compartment. What is the semi permeable membrane? Nothing but the it is a polymeric membrane in that the molecules can be passed from the one compartment to the another compartment. By which phenomena? Nothing but the osmosis phenomena. So what is mean by the osmotic pressure? Nothing but the pressure applied to the solvent. The osmotic pressure means काय? Pressure applied to the solvent for the movement from the one compartment to the another compartment, that is called as a osmotic pressure. A minimum pressure applied to the solution to prevent the inward flow of its pure solvent across the semi permeable membrane, that is called as a osmotic pressure. So all of you able to see slides na?
Yes, ma'am. So that is nothing but the osmotic pressure. So when the two solutions having the same osmotic pressure, see, osmotic pressure, you have to apply the pressure, and what is the diffusion? You have to separate.
So osmotic diffusion, by applying the pressure, you can diffuse the molecules across the semi-permeable membrane. That is called as a diffusion. Diffusion means diffusion of the solution, nothing but the to diffuse, to separate. What is the osmotic pressure? To apply the pressure. So when the two solutions having the same osmotic pressure and the same salt concentration, that is called as a isotonic solution. So isotonic solutions are having the same osmotic pressure and the same salt concentration. Example also they give. So what is that? The एकच लक्षात ठेवा याच्यामध्ये की एक्झाम मध्ये विचारतात की define isotonic solution. So that the two solutions having the same osmotic pressure and the same salt concentration, that is called as a isotonic solution. एखादं एक्झाम्पल तुम्ही देऊ शकता काय? That the 0.9% weight by volume solution of the sodium chloride has the same concentration and the same osmotic pressure in the red blood cells content. Thus it is said to be isotonic with blood, and it is known as a physiological saline solution or the normal saline solution. ते काय म्हणतात बघा, तुमचं जे 0.9% weight by volume म्हणजे काय 0.9 gram into the 100 ml water, nothing but the 0.9 gram sodium chloride that dissolved into the 100 ml water, that is the 0.9% sodium chloride solutions having the same concentration and the same osmotic pressure in the blood. So in a red blood cell count. So what they showed, it is a isotonic, म्हणजे याचा जो pH असेल सोडियम क्लोराइडचा, तोच pH कशाचा आहे? ब्लडचा आहे. म्हणजे याचं जे सेम कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन आहे सोडियम क्लोराइडचं, तेच सेम कॉन्सन्ट्रेशनचं ब्लडचं पण आहे. सो इट इज अ आयसोटोनिक विथ दी ब्लड. सो दॅट द सोडियम क्लोराइड, कुठल्या सोडियम क्लोराइडला? सो 0.9% weight by volume of solution of the sodium chloride is also called as a physiological saline solution or the normal saline solution. See, this is the example of the isotonic solution. If RBCs are suspended 0.9% solution of the sodium chloride, they undergo the no change in their size and shape due to the isotonicity. त्यांनी काय म्हणतात की तुमच्या रेड ब्लड सेल मध्ये जर तुम्ही 0.9% सोल्युशन जर इन्सर्ट केलं सोडियम क्लोराइडचं, तर त्या रेड ब्लड सेल मध्ये काहीच चेंज होत नाही बिकॉज ऑफ दी आयसोटोनिसिटी. म्हणजेच काय, तुमच्या ब्लडचे कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन आहे तेच तुमच्या त्या सोडियम क्लोराइडचं कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन आहे. सो दे आर आयसोटोनिक विथ दी ईच अदर. फॉर दॅट पर्पस दे आर ऑल ऑफ इट प्लीज
करना गे.
so there is no change in the size. Mute your mic please.